Greetings, this is going to be my video showcasing my project management tool or asset management tool that I've been working on. And this is a tool that primarily focuses on 2D games. So it'll mostly focus on sprite generation. So if I open up the tool, you'll see it's composed of a GUI with a couple of options: creating sprites, editing them, exporting them, and creating projects. So first off, we can go ahead and create a project. Now, just for showcasing purposes, I have it specifically set to open within the projects folder here. So if we go ahead and create a project, we'll give it a name. Let's just call it demo. All right, so you see a menu pops up saying that the project has been created, and you'll see the demo folder gets generated, and within that, all the folders that are tied to a UE4 project will generate as well. All right, so here is the project. Now in my tool, I have it so that it generates a folder structure already. So mine has a blueprint folder with subfolders underneath that, as well as an art folder with subfolders underneath that as well, and a maps folder also. So we can just go ahead and save this map. Just call it level 1. And there it is. So let's go back to the tool. Let's go ahead and try and create a sprite. So creating a sprite, you have a couple of options here: character, environment, VFX, or UI. Let's just go ahead and create a character. Let's give it a name. Let's just call it Spark. Click OK, and that's going to open up Photoshop. Now, because we chose a character asset, it's going to generate a specific naming convention. So you see Spark was the name that we typed in, and since we chose character asset, it gives the name _character at the end. Now again, this is just for showcasing purposes, so I'm just gonna draw something random. Let's use a different color. All right, let's just say that's our character. We can save that as PNG. All right, let's go ahead and close this. So now if we go back and export the sprite, we can export it to the map, or excuse me, the project that we just created. So it was a character that we created, so we're going to go ahead and export character. We'll type in the name of the character asset that we created, which was Spark, and the project name, which was demo. Click OK on that. You'll see a message that says Spark character asset has been added to the project. If I navigate to my characters folder, so you see that it's empty right now. And when I decided to export the asset using the tool, this message pops up here saying a change to the source content file has been detected, and we'll go ahead and import. So there's our asset right here. Now you can use your right click, create sprite. All right, so there's our sprite asset. And now that we have our sprite asset, we can actually create a blueprint out of this. So if we go here to the characters folder underneath blueprint, create an actor. Let's just call it my character. All right, we'll attach a sprite component. And now we'll just apply the character that the sprite asset that we created. All right, now that that's done, we can just drag the character object into the scene. Let's just use the front for this. Okay, let's rotate this. Okay, so there's our asset on the scene. Now, let's say that we want to go ahead and edit this while already being on the scene. So if I go back to my folder, all right, here it is. So let's go back to the tool, edit sprites, and then again, just edit character. That's the type of asset that we want to edit. So similar to how we created it and exported it, we'll just type in the name. So this will open up the Photoshop file that was used to create the asset. All right, so there it is. Now let's just say we want to change the color. So we'll do that. All right. Let's replace the existing file and close this again. All right, so now just repeat the same process as before. We'll export the character. Again, the name is Spark. The project is demo. And again, the same message pops up. We click OK on that, and this message also pops up. So we'll click import on that. And as you can see, the asset was edited, or excuse me, updated in the folder structure. And because the blueprint on the scene uses this asset, the blueprint on the scene was updated as well. So that's pretty much how my export tool functions. All the other options for the other assets work the same way. It's just a matter of naming an asset, and when you export it, it's the same thing, naming the asset, and it'll place it in the proper folder structure that's in the project. But that is going to be it. Thank you for watching.